What's up, guys? Quick little update. I had a few people asking about railblaza Starport. You know what that is? Here's some quick information for you. Check this out. All right, so my front mounts here for the 360. I've also got the GoPro. From those mounts, like the GoPro one, you stick your GoPro on there. From this one here, you put your selfie stick, whether it's my selfie stick or your selfie stick. That's it. The problem with the railblaza, the Starport, on applications like this, not saying that it's a bad design, but for this type of situation, it's not ideal, guys. Not only would you have to buy a mount from somebody that takes the Starport, but then you're going to have to go to Railblaza and buy the accessory for whatever you're wanting to put it on, like these. Check these two out here. So on top of somebody's mount with a Railblaza Starport, you're going to have to add that contraption with all those little turns, buckles, bending, whatever you want it to do, connections, and then your camera on top of that. So you've got a lot of points. Remember, your device is only going to be as strong, your mount's only going to be as strong as your weakest point. You've got a lot of points on that versus something like this. Not only that, just to buy those additions to be able to use the Starport, you're going to spend as much money on one of those adapters as you are on one of my mounts, period, that don't need those adapters. See what I'm saying? So some people may love them, and they do have their purpose, especially in the boating industry, when you're doing things such as rod holders, things like that. But when you're talking about camera mounts, guys, the more joints that you have, the more flex you're going to have, the more unstable footage. It's just not ideal. So I played around with the Railblaza. I actually made a mount for the Sea-Doo switch, and I abandoned it just because the simple fact that people don't want to buy the mount. They don't want to go to Railblaza. They don't want to have to buy the connector to be able to use something like that. And they just have a lot of wobble in them. So that's why I don't use them. I prefer these, and that's why I designed these, and that's why I test these. Like this one right here, it has been tested in some really extreme situations. And you can see when you're looking at the ski is not doing this as it does on like something like this when you've got the selfie pole all the way extended. Now, when you put your selfie pole down on this, it's nice and solid. But the thing with the Railblaza, you're going to get this. So it depends on what you want. I'm not trying to talk anybody away from the Railblaza, but for the ski situation, it's not ideal. So, at least in my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. Anyway, guys, we'll talk to you next time.